this time also records as well. But today's topic, self-teaching, exactly. This is something also I want to teach myself as well, more than I know right now, because all these years of school and university right now, and future years of university upcoming, inshallah, and self-teaching is something that has been bothering me for a lot. Like, I had to absorb lots of information without knowing how to deal with that information, without any tools of how am I supposed to dive into this shit. Self-teaching, what it comes down to, what it boils down to at the end. Self-explanation, very important point. Active recall, Feynman, whatever you want to call it. At the end of the day, it means you read a piece of information and you're trying to explain it, ideally on a piece of paper by writing with your own words. What you read, you explain it with your own words. That's the best thing you can do. Wandering around, looking for what is out there. When you dive into a topic, you know what the topic is. Before diving into it, just ask yourself questions, and you will have to ask yourself questions on many stages, basically like almost all the time. What is out there? Well, what the topic is about, what people are writing about, what are the main things that come up. Asking questions. Oh yeah, asking questions. What are you looking for? What would you create with this information? Yes. Asking questions. What are you looking for? These 2 points could actually be together, whatever. But still, it's important. What are you looking for? You have to ask yourself deliberately, what is your aim with your learning session? Because just learning for learning, it doesn't work. I've tried it, it doesn't work. What are you trying to, what for, really? You first have to find a subject that interests you. You start asking questions, what I want to learn, what are the implications, whatever. If you sit down for 5 minutes in silence, you will understand what questions really would interest me. What would you create, which actually goes to the have a project point. Also very important. This is my project. I think the lightning is back. Whatever. Having a project. This is my project. This, literally. Me speaking to my phone in my room alone is my project. And talking about this stuff, I have to explain it, I have to write it out, because I've read this information from books, videos, articles, podcasts, so on. And this I have to explain in a simple diagram. And have to explain it verbally as well, in a video. This is literally what I'm doing also to teach myself. You get me? Review, paying attention to trends. Yes, this is also when you are like looking around in the topic, what's about, asking yourself questions, diving into topics, and you may as well see many reoccurring names, laws, formulas, whatever it may be, just reoccurring things which can lead you to a trend. Just keep an eye on that. Mark somewhere that maybe it's a trend. What gets mentioned the most? Yes, if you just pay attention to what's there, and maybe some names keep getting mentioned time and time and again, you may as well look into it a little more deeper. You get me? Review, chill, my most beloved stage. Review and chill. Do overall overview of what you have learned. Let's say you read an article and you have 4 or 5 notes with using active recall. You have gathered many notes with your own words. At the end of the day, when you want to finish your study session, do an overview. Write a general overview of what you have learned, a quick summary, but also with your own words. And then take some time away, because, and I also have read about it a lot, is that most of the scientists, most of the greatest people in the history, at least in science, they have got that eureka moment. I don't know how you say it in English, eureka or eureka, I think in English, in the moments where they weren't doing their work, rather chilling or just doing something else, walking around the park, chilling with their family, whatever it may be. It's like you have to feed your brain this information and then just let it simmer. And when it simmers, just go do something else. Ideally, if we're studying a lot, then go do something physical. Best thing you could do. Just focus on the physical thing. the best change, I would say. And let that information simmer one moment or later, doesn't matter, it will just come up. Yes, this is basic self-teaching. I will dive deeper into it with real life examples of what would I like to learn nowadays, or what would I like to learn in the future. Yes. Bye bye.